What if I told you there's a snake that eats only one type of food? Not mice, not frogs, not birds, not even a mix of animals like most snakes do. Just one single meal, repeated over and over again for its entire life. Sounds risky, right? Because if that food ever disappears, the snake is doomed. This is not just imagination. It's real. In the rivers and streams of the eastern United States lives a reptile with one of the most specialized diets in the animal kingdom. It's called the queen snake, and its survival depends almost entirely on crayfish. Now, crayfish don't seem like an easy snack. They are like miniature lobsters, armed with strong pincers and wrapped in a hard protective shell. For most predators, that shell is a nightmare. It's like trying to bite into a rock. But the queen snake has developed a strategy so clever, it avoids all the danger and still gets its meal. Here's the secret. The queen snake doesn't eat just any crayfish. It waits for the exact moment when a crayfish sheds its old shell. This process, called molting, happens every 3 to 4 weeks as the crayfish grows. Once the shell comes off, the crayfish's body is soft and fragile. Its pincers are weak, its armor is gone, and for a short period of time, it is completely defenseless. That's when the queen snake strikes. Think about how precise this strategy is. Out of all the possible foods in the river, the snake ignores everything else and focuses on crayfish during this tiny window of vulnerability. But how does it even know when a crayfish has molted? After all, the water is dark, and crayfish usually hide under rocks to avoid being spotted. The answer is chemistry. When a crayfish sheds its shell, it releases special chemicals into the water. The queen snake has evolved the ability to detect those signals. It doesn't need to see the crayfish. It can sense the change in the water and follow the trail straight to its soft, unprotected target. Once it finds one, the snake moves quickly. With slender jaws and sharp reflexes, it grabs the crayfish before it can scuttle back under a rock. And because the crayfish is soft, the snake can swallow it whole without risk of breaking its teeth or injuring itself. This feeding method is efficient, but it also shows how specialized the queen snake really is. Most snakes are opportunistic. They'll eat frogs, fish, birds, or even other snakes if they get the chance. That flexibility makes them strong survivors. But the queen snake has put all its energy into becoming an expert crayfish hunter. At first, this sounds like a weakness. What happens if the crayfish population drops because of pollution, habitat loss, or invasive species? What happens if the water quality changes and the crayfish can't survive? For the queen snake, this would be a disaster. Unlike generalist snakes, it cannot easily switch to another diet. Its body and hunting style are built for one food only. And yet, this specialization has allowed it to thrive in its habitat for millions of years. The rivers and streams of the eastern United States have always supported large numbers of crayfish. By narrowing its focus, the queen snake avoids competing with other predators that go after frogs or fish. It has carved out a niche where it faces very little competition. It is a risky lifestyle, but in the right environment, it works beautifully. The story of the queen snake teaches us a powerful lesson about nature. Survival doesn't always come from being the biggest, the strongest, or even the most flexible. Sometimes it comes from being precise, from finding a single opportunity and becoming the best at exploiting it. The queen snake has mastered the art of patience, timing, and specialization. Picture it now. A quiet stream, water flowing over smooth rocks. Beneath the surface, a crayfish struggles out of its old shell. Its body is pale and weak. For a moment, it hides, hoping to recover before danger finds it. But the queen snake has already detected the chemical signal. It glides closer, silent and quick. Within seconds, the crayfish disappears into its jaws. Another perfect strike. Another meal. And the cycle continues. For the queen snake, life is simple but demanding. Wait for the right moment, find the vulnerable crayfish, and strike. No experiments, no variety, no second options. Just one prey, one opportunity, one path to survival. It is a reminder of how diverse and creative evolution can be. While many animals survive by keeping their options open, others thrive by focusing on a single, well-timed strategy. The queen snake may not look extraordinary at first glance, but its way of life is one of the most remarkable in the animal kingdom.